Guys, we're gonna start to wind down. Start winding down and get into this Moon Knight breakdown, y'all. What a trailer that was last night, wasn't it? Woo! That Moon Knight looked real good, did it not? Like Oscar Isaac, y'all, looked absolutely excellent. I got my man Real James in the house. What up, bro? It's good to see you this morning. Just talking a little Moon Knight, man. Like, honestly, that trailer last night was absolutely fantastic, man. Fantastic. I love this, exploring these multiple personalities and really diving into mental health in Marvel and really diving into multi-personalities and things like that. I really want to know so much more about this character. So I am so excited to pick up some Moon Knight comics and start reading, y'all, because I know we got some Moon Knight fans out there a lot. I didn't know last night was going to be like such a huge trailer viewing. Like, I didn't know we were going to get that many like people viewing and talking about this trailer. It's awesome. What's up, iHeart? Welcome in. We got Eric Patterson. What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. What a great trailer, wasn't it? I mean, a fantastic trailer. And yes, I agree with you, iHeart. It really did just look incredible, man. Incredible. I like the cinematography. Most of all, I like Oscar Isaac. Really gives me some Split vibes. James McAvoy's Split kind of gives me those vibes of exploring different personalities. And maybe that's what he's going for. And I think that that's like a great launching pad and something to aspire to. Because, man, Split was absolutely fantastic. But let's get these shots up, guys. Have a look, just like our usual shot by shot. Our Spidey ones were usually a lot more bumping than this, but I got to do a little bit better on the promotion side of things. So don't worry. I'm appreciative of y'all coming through. So let me go ahead and share this screen and we can just have a look at some of the frames of Moon Knight. So we start the trailer with him with the Rubik's Cube. And I really like this, like locking himself in. I'm curious to see what this is all about. Like, why is he locking himself down? And even later in the trailer, he's locking himself down, but he doesn't really seem to remember. He gets up, tries to get out of bed, and then it yanks him back. So I'm like, okay, I'm really looking forward to exploring more of that, hearing and seeing more about why he's chained up like this. Yes, absolutely love Oscar. Oscar has been doing so well this year. I mean, seriously, he had Dune. He had the show with Jessica Chastain, Scenes from a Marriage. That was really good. Card Counter, I heard so things about. I never got around to checking it out, but I heard that one was a little so. I'm sure Oscar was great. But we got this little opening sequence here of him like chaining himself up. And then we hear all these different like, hello, phone call answers. And it's just this trippy, like mental thing. But you know what? This right here is such a quick shot. It can be hard to catch something like this. Sadly, I had to turn off all the lights around me just to see it better. It is pretty dark. It's dark. And I wonder if the show's going to be completely shot like that. Of course, there'll be scenes of light, like when he was wherever he was, seemed to be like a museum or a store or something later on in the trailer. And see, this seems to be one personality, and then this is another. So you've got a couple personalities going on here already and see, this personality has seemed to have forgotten about the chain. So I was like, oh, wow, okay. When he was chaining himself up, and we get this later on in the trailer where he's just struggling, that just shows you that there is the multiple personalities, and it's such a fascinating exploration, I think, of Marvel to just explore mental health and explore a little bit deeper than just surface level characters, you know. And I'm not saying that they usually do, but we kind of got a taste of mental reprieve in Bucky's story in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I want to see it even deeper, and I think this is going to dive into a deeper level. So this scene, remember that Disney Plus Day little snippet we got? I think that snippet of him like fighting in the alley is from this, because this appears to be him in the same outfit as that daytime. Like, I think him doing that is him falling asleep here, something like this, getting in that scuffle, and then that happens. Yeah, like Marvel does a really good job of its characters, don't get me wrong, but a lot of the characters, we don't really sit down with Cap, You know what I mean? And talk about what Cap had to go through, frozen in ice for how many years? 50, 60 years? We don't talk about that. And so it's something that I really think is a miss for Marvel. And not that it's a bad thing, but it's just something that we're going to circle back around to and change up in this next show. So I'm really excited for Moon Knight, guys. Really excited for Moon Knight. I'm excited for She-Hulk. Here, y'all gonna see me pop up my shots here, because for some reason the program just freezes up. It'll like choke up on one of them, but don't y'all worry. Don't y'all worry. We will head back to another shot. Look, guys. So this is all the shots from the trailer. It splits into like 1,000 frames. It's so insane. But let's head back around to where we were. So yeah, this is him in that museum library-ish look with that coworker. And she seems to know something. I'm kind of, part of me wonders if she's real. Part of me wonders if she's real. Yeah, that fight was in that original trailer. It was like the D+Day, like quick little cut of like 30 seconds of, not even 30, it was like 20 seconds of She-Hulk, 20 seconds of Moon Knight, and then 20 seconds of Miss Marvel. It was in that little sizzle. So it was like a real quick, it was like, I think he just had his dukes up and the guys around him were like knocked out. But I kind of wonder if this lady is a figment of his imagination. Just because like the reason why I think that is just the way he addresses her. And then like she like laughs at it, kind of gives him like a little giggle. And I'm like, is she just messing with him, or is she somebody that he's like seeing? Yeah, Eric, I'm pretty excited, man. Like I think that you bring in star power like Oscar Isaac, somebody who has charisma, who has charm, who has the ability to really bring so much different character to his role. So I'm really excited. This part of the trailer, though, was crazy. I thought this little blip of Moon Knight. It's just like, what? Like, if you're watching the trailer, it's just like real quick. This is like literally like 2 frames. 1, 2, boop. Like it's like so like a quick little blip, and you'll catch it in the trailer because it's so dark. But wow, I just want to see more of that suit. That suit is incredible. It might be one of Marvel's best suits. And then here's that Moon Knight God. So, okay, I really got to get more. I got to get more familiarized with Moon Knight stuff because, man, I got to know this guy's name. I got to know more about Moon Knight. Like, I'm pretty excited to just dive deep into a character I don't really know that much. I dive deep into Eternals. I had already been into Shang-Chi, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four. I'm really into those, Hulk, that stuff. But I really want to dive deep into Moon Knight and just learn more about the characters, the lore. I do know that an Egyptian god is who gives him the power. Look at this facial expression. Whoa! Finally finished Hawkeye. What'd you think, man? What'd you think? I really liked Hawkeye. I think it kind of fumbled the bag on the ending, but I like the series as a whole. Not Moonlight related, but who do you want to see the villain Spider-Man 4? Ooh, good question. Spider-Man 4, I would love to see a villain we haven't really seen before. I would love to see Scorpion be the villain. Maybe Jackal, somebody who we haven't seen in the live action before, somebody who's completely new. I want somebody who we haven't seen. I don't want no more Green Goblins. I don't want no more Doc Ocks. We've seen them. They're great. They're awesome. They're spectacular, as we've seen. We don't need to see any more of them, though. That's a little further ahead. Go back to him seeing himself in the mirror here. Good morning, Emily Keller. Welcome in. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I liked Hawkeye a lot. I think the ending wasn't as strong as I wanted it to be, but it's good. This is crazy. So this is that Egyptian god that gives him the power, the Moon Knight ability, but it's actually just an old lady and he's just seeing things. Like, I really can't wait to see him go into those pyramids, get saved, and then get blessed with this power of Moon Knight. I'm super excited. Maybe the Prowler. Yeah, that could be a segue to Miles. I'd like that too. Donald Glover was already in Homecoming, so you could circle back around. I think, I'll be honest, I think they could have had Miles in Homecoming, but it probably just would have been so overstuffed. But yeah, back to Moon Knight. I thought that was a funny scene with the old lady. He thought she was more than an old lady, that's for sure. So yeah, this museum curational exhibit type of deal, it has to go with his abilities. He finds that cell phone. By the way, this cell phone's ancient. Do y'all remember razors? These things are ancient, man. I love how they just dig and give us a relic of the past. Yes, Eric Patterson. Well said. Great. It's this like psychological horror, like this very visceral psychological, not a ton of like jump scares or anything by any means, but like a really cool kind of psychological horror exploring the mind. And I'm really looking forward to that vibe from Marvel. And, I gotta admit, coming in before seeing the trailer, I kind of thought this was going to be just like straight hard edge action, but I like that we got this psychological thriller vibe going to it. Ooh, a Doctor Doom Easter egg in the Moon Knight trailer. Ooh, hold on. You know what? Let's back up here because we were at the museum. Now that you say that, Emily, really cool. Thanks for pointing that out, because I'm like, now that we're at the museum, I wonder if it's here. Nothing out of the ordinary in that shot. Wonder where that Doom Easter egg is. Holy moly. I'm like, is his mask on the... It's probably not something super obvious. It's probably like one little beacon or something. But now that you say that, Emily, I'm going to be on the lookout. I'm going to be looking out for that Dr. Doom Easter egg. Like, hold on. What? Dr. Doom? Where? Ah, man. Ethan Hawke looks really cool. So what's up with this? Is this like some kind of cult? They're like bowing down to the guy, getting on their knees for him. I was going to make a joke, maybe saying the girl on the phone was getting a hold of Mark Ruffalo. So I did my research and Moon Knight's. Yeah, Mark Spector is his name. But like he's going by Steve as well. It's this crazy, like weird multiple personalities thing going on with him where he just doesn't even know which personality he is when, it seems to be. Because you've got a personality that's playing with the Rubik's Cube. You've got a personality that gets up out of the bed. It's these different personalities all throughout the trailer. And I'm curious to see like how many different personalities there will be involved. Like maybe there's like 2 or 3, or is there like 4 or 5? Like, what are we working with here? But I want to know more about Ethan Hawke's character, why there's people outside worshiping him, seemingly. We see Oscar smash this mirror. Okay, so I'm curious. Looking for that Doctor Doom Easter egg. I'm curious when he's like smashing this in. Is he gonna smash this mirror in the number of personalities he has? Okay, I'm reaching. It's like, oh, that's 3 smashes, so that must be 3 personalities. I feel like this might be another personality besides Mark and Steve, but maybe it's one of them. But him and Ethan Hawke, man, I want to know like what Ethan Hawke is trying to accomplish here. He's trying to like drag it out of him. He's trying to really get it out of him. Like, just let it happen, man. Let it happen. Heard it's about 5. Okay, yeah. So I was thinking, I'm like, I don't think it's just Steve and Mark. I think this might be a personality right here. Its own a little bit. That's the weirdest place for this program to freeze. Look. But I think that's a personality. I think you've got Steve, you've got Mark. You probably got one that's a little more connected to the Moon Knight mythology. And then you probably have like one more. Yeah, I think about 5 would sound right. And then, like I said, you get this James McAvoy split vibe going where it's just all these different split personalities. And I think that's such a cool idea to explore in Marvel. They keep changing it up. They keep staying fresh. I gotta compliment Marvel on what they're doing right. They're keeping things feeling fresh. Playing a priest. It just seems so weird for people like bowing on their knees for some priest guy. This was a cool sequence. I like that he's just like in the back. This dude tumbles out. And what the heck is going on here? Is my question. He's just falling, and then boom, next cut is these pyramids. I'm like, whoa, well, what happens there? Wonder if he'll like convert over into the Moon Knight personality and save himself. This is cool. This is so cool. This seems to be a different personality here, running away. It's so dark too. This is crazy. No, so I'm wondering if there is a higher purpose for some of these shows. I do think it's just gonna be a show, but I don't put it past getting a season 2. Because I wonder, I know Falcon and Winter Soldier's getting this. No, Loki's getting a season 2. Falcon and Winter Soldier's getting a movie. So maybe, I mean, hey, like the continuity of these things is always up in the air. This scene, man, when I was watching the trailer, this was the scene where I was like, holy moly, he's going like ham on some kind of creature. And that does not look like human legs right there. That's like some kind of creature that he's battling. Like, I'm really curious for this scene. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Still trying to figure out what that's all about. Yeah, that could be it. With Ethan Hawke, he's just a priest, has a lot of followers that believe in his specific religion. He's got a lot of people following down that same path, and he wants Mark to be on the same one. But Mark is also Steven and also maybe Fred or whoever the other personalities' names are. So he's like saying like, stop holding that back. Like, be you, be the 6 you are. It seems like I would love a Midnight Suns film. Please give us Ghost Rider back. Like, I would love a Midnight Suns. Like, dude, man, don't even get me started. I saw a graphic the other day where somebody put up all the teams, and one of them was like Midnight Suns and Young Avengers and the New Avengers. And I'm like, absolutely. Bring back Midnight Suns. They're going to do a game. I know they have a game coming out, right? Yeah, they have a game coming out. So that could be a great launch pad to maybe test some things out with those characters in that team. Because I'm like, yo, I mean, look, here's the roster. Iron Man, Captain America, Wolverine, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, Blade, Ghost Rider, Magic, and Nico Minoru. So if you're telling me all of them could be in a team up, live action, yes, I'm there. The one in the truck. Yeah, the one in the truck was crazy. It was weird. It's like he's just in the truck, and then all of a sudden, oh, I'm falling, and then all of a sudden, I'm in the pyramid. I'm like, oh, like, what the heck? Oh, maybe it's Deviant. He's just going ham on this creature. And it was like no holding back. I wonder if it might have froze right in the middle of these black frames. Let me see. It always has the best timing. But let's go back to that suit where he's just whopping on this creature here. And I think this is the part of the show that I'm like really excited. Like, I wanted to see some edgy shit. Like, I want to see some really like skirt the edge. Oh my God, this is damn near Daredevil. And it looks like they're going to kind of just touch that enough to include it on Disney Plus. But we see here some shots of the suit. This suit looks so good, guys. Like, I am very impressed. I have to admit, I'm very impressed with how the suit looks, because when he was announced and there was all these shots of the comic, I was like, how are we going to do this? How are we going to make this look legit and real? And it just modern. It looks so nice and modern. I'm glad it's not that bright white in the comics, but I heard that he wears a suit so that his enemies, unlike Batman, his enemies can see him coming. Like, he wants them to see him coming and rolling down the rail. The one with him in the truck with the boxes. Yeah. Okay, they have Victor Doom. That's it. Gotcha. Emily, Sharp eye. I did not catch that. I did not catch that. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to go back to those specific ones, just specifically. That's cool. The truck. Okay, here we are. Yeah, let's open that up. Yes, Jackson, so well said. I would love to see a scene where, like, yeah, he's just swapping through 3 or 4 different personalities, like just like James McAvoy going from Patricia to all these other personalities within one scene. Okay. Oh, wow. Does that say Doom? Oh, man, it's a little hard to make out. I wish this was in a little bit of better quality because it's a little hard to make out. This guy is clearly just tore up in the back. Oh, yep, there it is, guys. Von Doom. Wow. What a sharp eye, Emily. Holy moly. Yep, here we go, Von Doom. Holy smokes. All right, guys, this is great. This means Dr. Doom for sure is on the horizon. I don't know if he'll make an appearance or make his first appearance of the MCU in the show. I love that. Maybe King the Conqueror style, you know what I mean? Give us a little taste of what we can get in Victor Von Doom. Yeah, wow, this is cool. I don't think he'll appear. Love the Easter egg. I don't think he'll appear, though. I don't think he'll appear. Yeah, that suit is cold, ain't it? That suit is... I like that it just has this modern feeling material to it. Like, it's just got a cool look, man. It's edgy. It's modern. The white is not this bright ballroom white. That's just like, okay, this looks like it belongs in the, 1980s here because it's so bright and white. I don't know about that. Yeah, I didn't catch that either. iHeart, big shout out to Emily because I did not see that Von Doom on the box. I'm like going through and I'm looking at this shot. I'm like, oh, that I can't see that, but yeah, right back here. Von D. Now let me know with this box here. Do you think we're gonna get a little bit more mention, or do you think this is it? We're just gonna get the box, plop that there, and then we will get Von Doom as we go down the MCU. Or are we gonna like potentially hear some ramblings or mentions? Again, I don't think he's gonna pop up. Only they could do like a Jonathan Majors and like, yeah, last episode he kind of pops up, messes with Mark. I don't think that's gonna happen though. Who would I cast? So okay, I've been riding with this for a while, and I think I'm still feeling the same. If they want to go younger, then I got to think about it. But for me, I would love to see Nikolaj Coster-Waldau, Jaime Lannister from Game of Thrones, play Victor Von Doom. I think that he's got this cunning energy to him that he could really bring to the role that doesn't feel so urgent. The last Doctor Doom, it was like, man, they rushed him into being Victor Von Doom. No, like let the actor kind of play into that, like play into becoming Von Doom. Like, don't make him just become Von Doom in one scene. Like, I thought that was so absurd to just throw the actor right up into that Von Doom right before. Yep, we're gonna make him Victor, and then we're just gonna throw him right in the suit, and he's gonna just want to cause doom and cause trouble. What about when he started like hating Reed Richards? When he becomes jealous of Reed, when he starts slowly declining from his friends, when he starts becoming obsessed with magic, like show us that stuff. Let's not go directly into, oh, he was Victor one day and the next day he just walks in the metal suit and he's Doctor Doom after an accident. Like, I just thought that was such a rush. What up, Novice Cinephile? Good to see you, Mike. Good morning, bro. We just talking some Moon Knight, brother. You gotta let me know some of them runs that you had to go through because I really want to read. And I understand that I could just watch, but I want to read through. I want to do some reading. Can't even. Yeah, that second shot. There's no way. Like, I was like, well, how's the boxes? But yeah, it's right here. Perfectly caught there. Emily was pointing that out. Thank you for pointing that out. That's such a cool Easter egg. I think we might get a mention if at most. But this is definitely happening. I think we may get one more mention. Maybe. I'm not holding my breath for any appearances because we know what happened in WandaVision with the engineer. So I'm just like, okay, Maybe they'll come back here and say, oh yeah, there's a scientist that works for the museum exhibit. His name's Victor. Oh my god, and that's it. Like nothing more. Or they could go the Loki route and he actually exists and maybe we're introduced to him, but we don't see any Doom. We just know Victor Von Doom. Who knows? But I'm curious to see where they'll bring him in. Will Doom come in Black Panther 2? Is he going to come in? Are they going to wait till Fantastic Four? Is he going to come in here? It's so, like, there's so many different possibilities that they could take here. But wow, that suit, the glowing eyes, just looks awesome. And he looks menacing. And I love that Mark Spector's thing is the opposite of Batman. Like, no, I want you to see me coming. So that's why I dress in white. This is freaking awesome. Leap over the rooftop, baby. That's tight with the Disney Plus logo. They know what they were doing with that, didn't they? That's awesome. Woo! Click. In the first shot, I don't think I can make out any letters. Oh, yeah, and that side shot or the one behind him, because behind his head, yeah, when you pan in, it's like Vaughn D. Do you think the villain of Agatha Harkness will be, considering that she is... Who do I think? I think it'll be those witches that she was dealing with in that episode of WandaVision. So I think we're going to see her go through the Salem witch era of her life. Maybe, I mean, we might be even looking at Doctor Strange becoming involved in all this. I'm not entirely sure. But Agatha, okay, so when the news for Agatha Harkness was announced, hype. I was hyped because, look, WandaVision, amazing show. So hype. The more I think about it, the more I would just love a WandaVision season 2. And if you did make Agatha Harkness a bigger focus, I'm okay with that. But I think that I want Wanda back. Start with volume 1. Okay. Warren Ellis. Cool. I'll get started today, bro. I'm curious about that too. Couldn't see the Von D. Yeah, no, right? I didn't see it on the first watch through, the second watch through. I did not catch that at all. So kudos to Emily, because I was like, whoa. Love this though. Gosh, I don't know why, but I could look at this all day long. I think it's just the transition is like perfectly timed here. Disney Plus. Okay, why was Hulu advertising this, y'all? It made me think, is Hulu gonna make an R-rated version of this or something? Are they gonna give us a series of uncut episodes, maybe? You know, I won't make people too excited, but hey, it's potentially a possibility, y'all. I don't know, but guys, that was our shot-by-shot breakdown of Moon Knight. We've got some Victor Von Doom. We've got some different personalities that seem to be explored throughout the trailer. Ethan Hawke's character appears to be, great point out here, appears to be some kind of priest or some kind of cult figure that's leading a cult. So I'm super, super curious. I don't know if I spelled his name right. Oh, Vandy. Yeah, it's just VON. Von Doom. Get more. Yeah, that's a good point. Good call. Yeah, since this is frames, I don't have any captions, but yeah, going back and watching them, I'll definitely be sure to do some captions. And honestly, what I really want to do is actually just start watching these trailers super slow, like the Canadian lad. Start watching these trailers like 0.25 speed and just like looking. Y'all already know the freaking slow-mo is about to happen. What up, Double Tar? Good to see you, man. Yeah, so hyped for Doom. We just found the Easter egg thanks to another viewer here, Miss Emily Keller, pointing out the Victor Von Doom. I didn't even notice that in the trailer. So sharp eyes, everybody. Really, really cool that we're going to get some Von Doom potentially here. But let me ask you, Double Tar, let me ask the chat. Do you guys think that we're going to see Victor? Do you think they're going to like actually follow through and introduce him? Or do you think it's like, here's these boxes, maybe one mention, that's it. That's all. I would love to see, gosh, ideally, that's my ideal Doom, you guys. Nikolaj Coster-Waldau, Jaime Lannister. Think he can bring that just cunning, sneaky vibe to the Doom role and just give that Jaime Lannister charm, man. Give us that, man. Definitely not going to, yeah, right? We did see Reed Richards. We're not seeing Doom. There's no Victor, only Doom. Oh man. Y'all remember that Fantastic Four 2015? That was so bad. What a jarring transition from Victor to Doom that ended up being. I'm like, okay, so he just was their friend one day and was like, oh, yep, I'm Doom now. Like, I'm like, oh, he didn't actually want this. Okay, gotcha. Y'all, somebody didn't read. Unless they do a civilian version. Yeah, I was thinking at the very most, they're gonna like show us like a Victor Von Doom, like, oh yeah, this is Dr. Von Doom who works and does this, like, but I think that's even a reach. They didn't show us the engineer, the engineer friend. They didn't show us Reed Richards. They did Daredevil. That'd be cool. Oh man, Daredevil was Phantasmo. I mean, what a great way to rip off that Band-Aid, right? Just have the cane in the lens, just poof. And Matt is there, like, what? No, we were all shocked. But guys, thank you all so much. You know, after each of these Marvel trailers, the morning after, I'm going to plan on doing shot-by-shot breakdowns. So definitely be sure to come by, stop by. For big DC ones too, like I'm thinking when Batgirl comes out and these other ones come out, I'm definitely going to be doing some more shot-by-shot breakdowns. Hope they introduce Victor Von Doom first and then in a different project, maybe in a Fantastic Four. Yeah. Oh, you know what, Jackson? Speaking to that, that was actually something that was on my wish list a little bit, was like maybe bring Victor in and make him so lovable and such a fun character to follow and then have him flip movies later. I think that would be cool to follow him through the MCU a little bit and kind of get us attached and have us like grow with this character and then, oh, he's Doom. Yes, that's what I thought. Black Panther 2 first, because it'll make sense with that continuity. But thank you, Eric. Thank you so much, Eric Patterson, Jackson, Emily Keller, Double Tar. You guys pulled up. My homie Mike, Novice Cinephile, I Heart Movies. Guys, y'all pulled up. We talked, Real James. We chilled. We watched this trailer. Next time, guys, like I said, we're definitely going to be having some more trailers. She-Hulk's probably couple months out, but that'll probably be the next big Marvel one. Multiverse of Madness might have one more trailer cut, so we'll be on the lookout, guys. But I will do a reaction, and the morning after, if it's like an afternoon, it'll be the evening for sure. But a little bit of time after, I'll definitely do a trailer shot by shot breakdown. I love going through every shot and trying to just pick apart Easter eggs and look and see. Even though I wasn't able to find Victor Von Doom, I think that there'll be a lot more to come. But yes, in the comics, a lot of Wakanda versus Atlantis. Yes, I actually love Black Panther comics too. Avoid Doom like the old Fantastic. Yes, please don't make him just the scientist that's like, I would love to let that simmer, like let him become more obsessed with magic and things like that. But y'all, thanks for pulling up.